This year's Homecoming Parade sponsors brought to you by Beaker Insurance, Paul's Lawn and Tree Service, Downing Nelson Oil, Riedel's Garden Center, Cross Manufacturing, State Glass, Master Cleaners, Hayes Planing Mill, Auto Collision Specialist, Midwest Energy, Precision Valley Golf, Quilt Cottage, Classic Quality Body Shop, The Almond Company, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Hess Services, Insurance Planning Incorporated, Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, The Pheasant Run Restaurant, Steel Fabrications, and Eagle Communications. Welcome to the 2019 TMP Marion Homecoming Parade. I'm Mike Kerner, Wanda Billinger, my co-host here today. And Wanda, it feels like we've done this a couple of times.
A couple of times, yeah.
And Cody, who is our camera guy, I want to thank him too. We've got the Hayes Police Department to start out our parade here, then followed by the Casper J. Middlecoff American Legion Post 173 Color Guard.
It's pretty warm for me marching. Can't do it without these people.
Also, we're going to have in just a few minutes here, you'll see the Grand Marshal of this year's parade, Charles 54, Marlene 54. We're talking about the Brules here.
Yes. Great supporters of Thomas More Prep.
And both of them class of 54, as I mentioned.
Right.
And the convertible Frank and Rosie Worth, driven by, I believe, Phil Uni's driving it.
Right, he is.
So they've been really helpful, the Grand Marshals, to
They have
TMP
been.
Marion.
They're involved in school. All their children went there. The grandchildren have all come here, except for the ones that don't live in Hayes, but real supportive of school. Hi, guys.
That's something we've seen in many of our parades here. It's the TMP Marion High School Victory Bell, followed by the TMP Marion cheerleaders, and hopefully they can read them on to a win tonight.
Yep, hopefully. Great win last week. And Troy Weigel's driving that car. Cheerleading sponsors are on there with their twins.
And our way down the parade route now, TMP Marion Junior Senior Marching Band, directed by the whistleless Kathy Triley Amrine. I had to say that.
I know, I can't believe she forgot her whistle.
You're going to get her whistle here in just a second. I just know it.
Ashley's going to hand it to her.
Maybe we catch that. And Kathy, I had to bring that up, that she's whistleless.
That's funny, yeah. Didn't take her voice away, she's just whistleless.
Well, yeah, by the end of the parade, if she keeps yelling, she'll be gone with it.
I know,
We'll listen to the band here right now. Now we'll see the 2019 Point of Light. It's Don and Deb Klaus from class of 69 with Don.
They do an awful lot for school also. They're always out there helping do things. Cooking, anything we ask, they're just there.
We're looking at 2019 Point of Light, another group here, Glenn and Anita Nuremberger.
They do an awful lot for school also. The last year they owned ABC Siding.
ABC Seamless.
They donated to complete a whole house as a gift for Ace Auction.
That's nice. And on the way now, 2018 Distinguished Alumni Award. It's Bob and Susan Wolf. Bob from class of 68.
Yes, they had their 50th year last year, and that SJMA hat he's got on, they designed that last year, so we're selling those now in the sports scene.
On the way now is Harold Schmeidler, class of 1944,
75 years out of high school.
Wow.
I've just been out 53, and he's better off than I am.
And now we're going to catch the superintendent of Catholic schools from the Diocese of Salina.
Oh, no, that's not him. This is
this is the principal here.
This is Chad Meitner. So
we must have missed our superintendent.
They're out of line.
Well, Chad Meitner here. We'll see him as he comes through.
Hi, Wanda. Hi.
I lost Wanda sound.
Huh?
Okay.
My sound? Okay, this is Troy Ruda.
All right, Troy Ruda, we got him right now.
He's our advancement director.
Advancement director at TMP. And
This is Trudy and Bob Lycan. Blyken is our vice principal. Foundation.
Okay, we've got the foundation office. Endowment Foundation. We've got another class coming our way now. This is the class of 1954.
65 years out of school.
65 years out of school, okay.
Rita Gutchuk's on there with her husband Leroy.
We've got quite a few of them that you know on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Susie Berger. No, that's not Susie. No, I'll be quiet now.
That's okay.
I put the wrong one on.
We got another class reunion coming our way here now. Pretty good turnout here, class of 59.
Yeah, 59. 60 years out of high school. There's quite a few in there.
And we'll see our Jack Schramm Award winner here, Tim Schmidt, class of 64.
Tim started the Booster Club at TMP back in the late 80s.
So a long time ago.
Hey, Tim.
And we've got a kind of a rowdy crowd coming our way now.
That's 64 class right after him. And Rowdy is Rowdy.
Oh, you can see him back there kind of waving away. So the class of 64 now working their way down our parade route.
Okay, they didn't
55-year class reunion. How about that?
Yep. They're pretty active still at school. Yep.
What is the theme this year on our parade?
Up. No, sky's the limit.
Okay.
Sky's the limit.
And the reason why I say, well, you said up, it kind of made sense because the next parade. And look, I can tell by the balloons, the up balloons.
Up. They are out of order now.
It's okay. We'll get this figured out.
They went to the floats and stuff.
We're to the senior class right now, class of 2020. And it will be followed by our class of 2020. Again, this is the 2019 TMP Marion Homecoming Parade. Wanda Billinger, Mike Kerner, thanking you for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. Dapper with his little cap on. So, can they hear me now? Okay.
Here we see, says here, 1969, the man landing on the moon. We've got our junior class now, 2020 floats. One small step for man, one giant leap for monarchs.
They did that because this is the 50-year reunion of the 69 class. It all went in conjunction.
So we're seeing our junior class here.
Yep.
And we're moving our way on to our sophomore class.
Toy Story is their theme.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you can't throw that out of there. That's got to be hot.
Oh, could be, unless they've got an air conditioner in there. This is our nice class of 69.
Class of 69. My sister's in this class. They were freshmen when I was a senior, 69 class.
Wow.
So.
Got a pretty good group here, actually.
Yeah, they do. They had a party last night and they're partying tonight.
50-year class reunion. So we'll go back here now and we'll be joining another group of kids here. Looks to me like it's the, trying to figure this one out
That
here.
one could be...
That's probably the freshman class.
It is freshman? Okay.
Probably freshman class. Be the class of 2023. It seems
23.
It seems like a long way away. Oh, it's sophomore. This is sophomore class. Okay. Sophomore class of 2022 right now.
I know.
And here's the float that was created by the sophomore class. Got some kind of large drink there.
Monarch drink.
It's a boost. It gives you wings. It's a boost of energy.
It's a boost of energy. So those must be our freshmen then.
Your freshman class here coming along, class of 2023.
And then we have another Jack Shrimp Spirit Award, which is Larry Schaefer, 71, Don Hoffman, and Richard Augustine. They started the Sizzling Summer Shootout at school, also back in the late 80s.
And as we work our way back in, we have the Booster Club.
Booster Club trailer. I sell many shirts out of there.
Well, that's good for the good for the school. Is it full of shirts right now, do you think?
It is. It is.
It's okay.
I sold
Now we're
all
looking.
day and
Let's look for some of our royalty now. 2018
the first
Homecoming
one-
King and Queen.
The
We've
first
got.
one was last year's Ethan Lang and Emily Shippers. Ethan is my great nephew. He was
Okay.
king last year, and Emily was queen.
So
now
they're
this
back
year-
together
yes,
again.
Yes, and they are together.
Oh, they are.
Big
Okay.
date, yeah. Now these are this year's candidates. We don't have a football player on the. as
I
a
was told
candidate
that
this-
earlier in
yeah.
the week that would not happen this
Yeah,
year.
that's not happening this
So
year.
homecoming royalty for this year coming up is Ethan Brunner and Adele Riedel.
Larry Sander is driving them in his convertible. And the next one is Blaine Riedel and Maggie Spino. And Mary Jacobs is driving them. And then is Tyson Dinkle and Madison Rohr. Both of Madison's parents are grads. Carla Steckline's driving them.
We've got a couple more coming our way here. We see one with a
Then
nice red convertible
we've
here.
got Brendan Carlin and Katie Hale, and Debbie Brown's driving them. And then the last one is Lane Worth and Mary Catherine Dwyer. And Greg Worth is driving that. That's his brother's driving him. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
candidate. That's Ross driving him. That's not Greg. That's Ross.
Okay. And we see Carico Implement vehicle
That is the
here.
junior high. They're just leading the junior high
All right.
trailer.
And
that
we've
was-
got another cheer squad coming our way now. This is the
Okay,
TMP Marion,
this is the junior high class right here.
the TMP Marion Junior High trailer
yeah,
students,
trailer,
and the cheerleaders as well.
As well. They have a lot of spirit, these kids.
We're looking now at the class of 1974 here.
45. Glenn Brown's on here. Yep, there he is, sitting in the back. He gave us grief when he found out Father Earl and I were riding the Polaris today. He gave us grief for driving. The 40-year class is right behind them, the class of 79. That's another honorary class.
Well, they've got bells, I guess,
Yeah.
in place of the candy, since they're not doing.
They're harassing the cops.
They are. And
They better watch it because they're going to be following them.
1989 coming our way now, class of 89.
It's a 30-year class. I have a niece and nephew on this one. We have 5 years this year. I'll have somebody in almost every class, I think. You guys. This is the 25-year
class of 94 on our way.
This is the 25-year class. I have a niece and nephew on this one also.
You got a lot of relatives, don't you?
I do. Then Jeff Gould's on here, Lene and Greg Lang, which was their son who was the king last year.
Oh, cool.
So.
And it looks like we've got another convertible that's familiar to a lot of us.
Fort Hayes Tiger. That's a
the
neat convertible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Victory Tiger. And of course,
I don't know who's driving.
pushing the Fort Hayes Homecoming, which is coming up October 7th through 12th, that whole week
Yep.
of activities, with the game being there on the 12th.
Yep. And Beauty and the Beast, our fall drama.
And it looks like we'll see some of them right
Yep.
now on the float from Beauty and the Beast.
It's amazing, the acting and the plays and stuff. They're so good. Hi, Wendy.
on our way now, Jenny Atwell, the Uber driver locally, and Uber and Lyft, I guess. I think they've got 2 entries right here.
Yep. I think Jenny should be in one, and Julie Hazelhorse should
Jenny
be in
was
the
in
other.
the very first one.
Yep.
I guess it says it right on their vehicle.
It does. Oh, it does. Julie.
And we'll see another vehicle coming our way. This presented by Doonan Peterbilt of Hayes, putting their entry here into our parade.
I think Glenn's driving the Bishop.
The Bishop's in the parade.
Yeah. Dean, not Glenn. Dean Hazelhorse is riding the Bishop.
So we've got a little bit of time
I've got
here.
to tell you a story from the middle. Today we had our deal out at school for the ribbon cutting ceremonies with the Commons area, and the Bishop spoke, and while he was speaking his cell phone went off, and so he picked it up and he goes, oh, he said, it's just the Pope, I'll call him back.
So that one got the whole crowd going.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But there's so many activities with this homecoming weekend. You just don't think about it as an outsider. All the things that go on with alumni, with parades, with bonfires, other festivities that the kids go through.
And then we have our St. Thomas War Society luncheon last night.
So
it's just a lot.
So many things that are coming up. We've got Cub Scout Pack 133 now. What a big group of them.
A lot of them.
And some of the kids outside of us, our truck here, getting pelted with candy.
And they can still walk the parade route.
Yes. I don't know. I've seen some of these guys that are doing a pretty good job.
Okay, here's the Holy Family. We have 2 semis and students.
Actually, that'll come along here in a second. We've
right.
got the Divine Mercy radio vehicle. Now we'll have kind of a little bit of a break, but after this homecoming, is it kind of a lull? And then what's the next big activity that you'll be doing with Thomas More Prep? Ace auction.
We have our black tie dinner, but
when will the Ace auction be then?
Ace auction is the last Saturday in April.
So last Saturday in April, and you've already started receiving but things to donate to auction off.
Yeah, we have our theme, we have everything already.
So you've been working on all of that, and you're still taking donations if people would like to donate more.
We haven't even started. Well, I mean, we've got some donations, but we haven't really started doing a lot of things. But yeah, we have our co-chairs. We have our Randy and Nadine Gutschak and Ryan and Tia Gutschak are going to be our co-chairs. And it's Ace in Ohio.
Well, we have the
Holy Family
Elementary kids here, also the Dominic Salvio Club, which just kind of passed as well. So they're all gathered together here on this nice big float. What a good turnout here.
Yep. And then we start our Eagle.
Rotation.
You guys have been serving the community for over 70 years.
Long time. Wow. Yes, we have. And then starting off with the Eagle broadband truck here, which provides you high and right internet speeds. You're going to need them to keep up to date with all the stuff that's happening with phone and TV services. And then we see, the Eagle Technology Solutions with IT managed and IT solutions, firewall, computer repair, and everything in between. And finally, we'll see the local news, Hayes Post, and looks like local radio grew up here. Hayes Post online information featuring 100% free access to news, opinion, and local content. 375,000 unique visitors reviews per week.
Wow.
It's a lot of them.
Yep. And the good thing you're employee owned, right?
Yes. I think they've had like over 2 million different page hits last month alone on that Hayes Post.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
We're seeing a vehicle here, not a vehicle, but walkers here with United Way. And of course, they always do their pumpkins, which is the pumpkin packing.
Yep.
And if people have spare change, they can donate it, and going to the campaigns, which come back to United Way projects within the community.
And we've got Remax Pro pickup and 4 walkers.
Well, the walkers are getting a little bit behind the truck.
Yeah.
Parade route is moving along quite fast this year. As we're focusing in there with Cody on our camera, we've got the class of 1999 on this flatbed.
20 years out. This was a class. They were ornery. A good ornery, but they were ornery. There's Scott Lang, Mary's son.
And we're going to move on now to another class here. This would be the class of 2004.
Yep, 15 year. Got Next Tech coming up.
Yep, it'd be Next Tech Wireless on their way down our parade route now. I think they got stopped up and they're getting the rules.
They're getting the rules, yes.
No more candy from a moving vehicle. I think they're doing citations on that this year.
They are.
We'll move along here. We've got a lot of different vehicles in our parade route. As I was looking down a little bit, I'm seeing people jumping off of a float and then going along.
So here is the 2009 10-year class.
Which is not very far removed from school.
No. You know, and our students are scattered all over.
And that is true with the Thomas More Prep. You have students that are all over the globe,
everywhere.
and you can't just say all over the United States, but it'd be all over the globe.
And this is the 2014 5-year class?
Yes, it is. 2014 class. Great entry, great kids. They all seem to be having a whole lot of fun during this whole parade.
Here's your Halloween Express.
Yes, Halloween Express coming their way down the parade route now, handing out some candy.
Are you open already?
They're open until Halloween night.
Hey.
So
get your plug in. Get your plug in.
My plug is they're open every day but Monday in September.
And we have the Hayes Has Jobs.
HayesHasJobs.com.
Alzheimer's is coming up.
Yes, the Alzheimer's Walk is on its way down the parade route now.
Hayes Rotary Club. The Alzheimer's girls are a little behind.
Well, they'll catch up here.
Yep.
We got it going. They're just handing out information, so that's always good. Need to know some information on what's going on with that organization. You know, a parade can't have a parade without a politician, right?
Exactly.
We got Mason Reuter there running for Hayes Commission.
And Michael Burgess.
And Michael Burgess, yes.
Right. Well, last year we had the governor here for homecoming. He's no longer governor now.
We always do get the politicians that are in the parade.
We do. This is the American Red Cross.
No, this would be the Burgess right here.
Oh, yeah. Last year we had the 50-year class had 8 priests, and a classmate had a priest, a son become a priest. We had a bishop, and then we had the governor there last year. The 40-year class.
So it was a big parade last year.
Yeah, it was.
Probably need a lot of security for that last year.
This year, though, the trivia for you.
Yes, go for it.
The 50-year class has 4 people in it whose dads were all sheriffs.
Oh, really?
Ted Phillips was Ever's dad. Hilly Shoemaker, Ed Hauser, and God, I'm missing one now. I'll think of it here.
It'll come to you in a moment.
It's Hauser.
Right now we've got the Twirl Academy. Kind of watch those kids move along down the parade route here.
Clarence Worth was the 4th one.
Okay.
Ever notice how pretty they are?
They're always
gussied up.
Got their
They're always
makeup on.
gussied up, and they look great.
And following here with the, I guess this is a pedal vehicle. Look at this, Learning Cross Childcare with the the pedal buggy.
Wow.
That's the way to go. You get some cardio in while you're doing it.
No kidding. Here we got the big.
Now we've got the big stuff coming. You know, not a bad turnout with entries this year. You had about, 64 entries this year, which was pretty good.
Actually, yeah, 63, 60, and the courses and all that at the end that we don't count.
Yep.
Just way at the end.
So probably about 65
Yeah.
total when we count all that in. But
Well,
pretty good turnout for this parade tonight.
Yes.
And a
Beautiful night,
Oh
too.
yeah, turned out. Earlier in the week when I was looking at forecast, I was thinking it was going to be a lot of wind
Yeah.
and a chance for thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Well, that was still in the forecast today, but the wind wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, you got to look out for these trucks. It's Simpson Farm Enterprises right now, but boy,
Those
the
things
tires are
big.
taller than us.
I know. I tell you every year, I drove an old case tractor at the farm, and the tractor wasn't even as wide as this. It's unbelievable. Well, I'm going to be leaving you here in a little while.
I guess you've got to get on the Ranger that's
I
coming.
am. Father Earl and I, we got the Ranger donated, and so we're getting on with Father Earl. And
So we just saw Simpson Farm Enterprises go by. Now it's Red Wing Radon. And then we're going to have a chance to see
That's
the
Jerry
EMS
Wiley.
Ambulance Emergency Medical Services of Ellis County. That including our fire trucks, which are also part of the different department, but still they work
Yeah,
together as
they
great
work
partners
together.
and going out to help people out.
we're very fortunate to be able to have them in our town.
Yeah, I've always said that it's always good when they're in the parade because they're not out fighting a fire or they're not out working anything, which means things are safer for our community at the moment. And then also our next vehicle that's showing up is another red truck. And you say truck, well, it's actually their new Jeep truck.
Yeah.
And this is Lewis Automotive Group. First year they made the Jeep truck.
They're doing a free will offering for free hot dogs before the game tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's out at the stadium.
Out at the stadium, and then they are presenting us with a check at halftime. Lewis is.
That's really
so
nice.
that'll be nice.
Next, we're seeing a lot of football players here. This would be the Hayes Oilers football team. This followed by Next Tech with their vehicle and walkers. For home business, they've got a solution. Call the Next Tech store today.
And then the last store here is
Yes, the 696 Camaro with Leo Faulkner.
Oh, those are bubbles coming out of there.
I'm going to get bubbles in my head here in a second.
Yeah.
Boy, a lot of bubbles in this parade. And we'll see the horses now. So we're moving our way down the parade route. So thank you, Wanda. You are leaving here in just a second. You're going to be moving your way on to the Ranger that's coming up. Thank you very much for co-hosting the parade.
Thank you very much. Hope we see you next year.
Yes, I hope so too. So we've got the parade, or the horses in the parade right now. Have a chance to see that. Looks like we've got one of our Cowboys losing hat right now, but nice kid here helping out. So again, I want to thank you joining us for this Homecoming Parade 2019 down Main Street in Hayes. This followed by, or the horses actually followed by, the Ranger, which Wanda Billinger, who is our co-host here, will be joining here in just a moment as well. And then we have, of course, the TMP Marion football game tonight at Lewis Field Stadium. So again, Wanda makes her way into the Polaris now with Father Earl Beffert, and that wraps up our parade for this year. We see the emergency vehicle at the end. So I want to thank you for joining us. Cody, our camera guy, I'm Mike Kerner, and this is the 2019 Homecoming Parade for Thomas More Prep Marion, Eagle TV. Thanks for joining us.
This year's Homecoming Parade sponsors brought to you by Beaker Insurance, Paul's Lawn and Tree Service, Downing Nelson Oil, Riedel's Garden Center, Cross Manufacturing, State Glass, Master Cleaners, Hayes Planing Mill, Auto Collision Specialist, Midwest Energy, Precision Valley Golf, Quilt Cottage, Classic Quality Body Shop, The Almond Company, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Hess Services, Insurance Planning Incorporated, Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, The Pheasant Run Restaurant, Steel Fabrications, and Eagle Communications.